7:01. Start out with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Where is it? Oh, it's right there.
They've hidden it.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I want to welcome you to the meeting tonight. It's 7:15, 25 meeting. It's 7 o'clock. We did the pledge. We'll do the intros.
Mary Colbert, alternate.
I'm Terry Bonza, Chair.
Teresa Bascom.
Romeo Dene.
Gary Anderson.
Okay, let me read the rules. Okay, the chair will call the hearing in this session. Members of the board may ask any questions at any point during the testimony. Each person who appears shall be required to state their name and address and indicate their affiliation with the case. Any members of the board, through the chair, may request any party in the case to speak a second time. Any party in the case who wants to ask questions of another party to the case must do so through the chair. The applicant shall be called to present their case, and those abutters in favor shall be allowed to speak. Those abutters in opposition will be allowed to speak. The board will hear the evidence that pertains to the case from other parties that wish to speak. The applicant and those in favor shall be allowed to speak in rebuttal. Those in opposition shall be allowed to speak in rebuttal. And then the hearing will be, I'll open the hearing, then we'll close the hearing, and then we'll do our deliberation and decide on the case. So, okay, you're the presenter? Okay. Yeah, you can just introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Anthony Jones, the Jones Beach Engineers. I'm here representing the esteemed Lynches. I have a proposal for you tonight for variance. And I also have a few letters of support with the abutters, but I'll do my presentation first and then we'll get into that.
Okay.
Is there a particular direction this should face for the camera, or?
No, what you're doing is fine.
What I'm doing is fine. Okay,
Yep,
perfect.
you gotta be facing us. We're the ones you're giving it presentation to.
So here we have on Pawtuckaway Lake a non-conforming lot of record with an existing house on it. The whole street is pretty well developed. I think you're all familiar with Lakeview Drive. What we're looking to do here is take the existing house, pull it away from the lake so that it's conforming with that 50-foot buffer. But to do so, since we're a little bit outside that footprint, we're here and looking for that variance process. We're keeping the existing building from the side at 12.3 feet, which is 2 feet better than where it's currently at. And then there's an existing driveway that comes down this other side of the property. That's going to be completely removed. So what we'll have is essentially kind of a recentering of the house on the property that I think kind of more nearly conforms with pretty much all applicable zoning laws and pushes it again a little bit further from the lake so that we're conforming with state standards as well for the stormwater quality protection. I have.
Yeah. Oh, no, you want to present your letters? Is that-
Yes.
Okay.
I have the 5 criteria here that I've answered. I'll just quickly touch on those. But again, just to reiterate, we're getting 2 foot better on this side, and then a few feet worse on this side. The eave is getting better as well because we have some tighter eaves in this building than the existing. The proposed building is slightly wider, but it's not dramatically so. It's about 2 feet wider.
How big is the building? I know the other one's like 24 by 38 or something, so what's this?
Yeah, I don't have the dimensions off the top of my head, but I can scale it for you. Sorry, what did you say? 42 by 32.
42 by 32. So right,
A little wider.
it's a little wider, yeah, because it's 24 now.
It's similar square footage.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a 2-bedroom house being replaced, 4-bedroom house being replaced with a 4-bedroom house. So there's no change in use here. It's,
Stay in 1 story still, or 1 floor?
well, we're kind of splitting the grades here since we're pulling this driveway out. I think it's a 2-story house now, and it will be 2.5 when we're done. Because we'll kind of be edging into the walkout on the bottom side here. space. So going through the 5 criteria, variance will not be contrary to the public interest. We're trying to center the building on the property to the best of our ability. We're pulling that further from the lake so that we're conforming to the 50-foot setback. Even the deck that protrudes off the front of the building is going to be further away from the water than the current one. And we're kind of equalizing the sidelines between the two abutters on either side. So I think for those reasons, we're not really contrary to the public interest. Spirit of the ordinance is observed. Non-conforming structural ordinances exist to encourage those non-conforming lots to redevelop toward the setbacks. I think that's pretty clearly what we're doing here. We're trying to kind of split the difference between the non-conforming lot to the best of our ability, and still get a reasonable sized house to fit on an existing grandfathered building lot array. By granting the variance, substantial justice will be done. We are going to have drip edges around the side of the building, so we'll be containing stormwater. That will result in net reduction in water entering the lake. Again, we're conforming to, to pretty much no sides because it's a grandfather lot of record, but we're centering the building into the property to the best that we can, so that we're kind of splitting the difference between those nonconformities. There'll be no gain from the public from denying this, since we're essentially improving the stormwater condition and improving the zoning compliance on the lot. So there's really no benefit to the public in denial. The request will not diminish the value of surrounding properties. We're bordered by 2 developed lots of record. Those lots are not going to be affected by this. There's a shed on this side and there's a building right here. Since we're centering the lot, I mean, we're talking about a few feet. It's really not going to affect property values here. And conversely, I would say, if anything, it would increase property values as this lot gets kind of a facelift on top of what exists there now. And then finally, condition 5, only a special condition of the property to distinguish it from others in the area. Literal enforcement will result in unnecessary hardship. The hardship is always a difficult one. In this case, we are making it more conforming. So the hardship is kind of what exists there now, right? We're 10 feet from the existing lot line on a grandfathered lot that was developed prior to zoning, and we're trying to improve that in every aspect. The hardship is imposed is unnecessary because all we're doing is improving on each side. And finally, the existing 4-bedroom dwelling is being replaced with a new 4-bedroom dwelling. So for that reason, proposed use is reasonable. I do have with me letters of support from each of the abutters that I would like to pass to the chair as we get into public comment, and I welcome the board's questions.
These are all the different abutters?
Yes.
How many, what's it, like 6?
It's actually up.
There's actually 6.
Okay, so you actually have 6 abutters, so, okay, let me pass.
I'd be more than happy to read them into the record if requested.
No, we've got a copy, I think we'll have it. Yeah, because the house, you had your impervious, you moved the driveway and you turned it in behind the house, right?
Yeah.
So that's an improvement, so you don't have all that water going.
Sorry, now runs down.
Right, yeah, I went over and looked, yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna stop that, and it's gonna all be grass.
Right, right.
Yes.
And that, the thicker line is like the disturbed area, right? Is that-
Yeah, so this is the total disturbance that's shown because eventually we'll need a shoreline permit.
Right, you need for shoreline.
And I kind of wanted to encapsulate, just so you can kind of get an image on, where that existing driveway is that's being removed as part of the project. We're shooting for a net reduction in impervious coverage, and then again, we'll have stormwater management on the front of the house, so any water coming off the road is pretty much going to be separated at the building face and then infiltrated and treated through that stone base. As you come around the side of the building, that's going to be replaced with vegetation, which is also going to be an improvement for runoff.
Yeah, and you've got a flat area in the back, that's where the septic is, right?
Yeah, that's where the septic's there now, and then I'm showing you the new septic.
Yeah, that's where the
Since
new
we'll need that for building permit.
You only gained, because you built more house, you went a little less impervious, but not too much.
It'll be a net reduction, but not too much, exactly, about 1% or 2, yeah.
Did you apply for sure? Did you do that already?
Not yet. We felt that this was probably the
Okay.
starting point, and then.
Yeah, because sometimes they come in with that already done. Okay, we have anybody have questions?
Yeah, you mentioned the shoreline protection application, so what do you foresee that might be different about that part of the project?
In terms of how
As
it's
far as the
improved, or?
impervious helping that?
Yeah, so we have, existing segments here that are kind of non-conforming. We're not over 30% impervious, so we're not going to be required to bring those up to the point scores. But we will be providing planting plan for these areas, as well as a net reduction in impervious where we're targeting about 2%, but that's going to fluctuate as we kind of drill through the final pieces of the project.
So you're requesting the variance for setback. What are they going to be instead of the 20?
So what's required is 20. What we would be requesting for a final amount of relief would be 7.7 feet to bring us to 12.3 feet provided. That's the closest point to any of the setbacks, and that's,
And the other one?
it's 13.2, so it's greater.
So 13.2. So instead of 20, it's going to be 7.7 and 13.2?
No, sorry, instead of 20, it's gonna be 10.2.
10.2?
Oh,
No,
wait, that's
12
the
points.
existing.
You moved
I
over,
moved
so
it,
it's
12.2.
12.2.
20 feet required, 12.2 is what's provided.
On
That's the
both
closest.
sides?
12.2 on one, 13.2 on the other.
Okay.
And that is the deck, so 7.18.6 to the building, I think that's worth
You're
clarifying.
expecting me to read all that. Teeny tiny.
The way Nottingham kind of defines their structure is a little broad. So I have a dimension to the 13.2, that's to the deck, and 17.6 is to the building on this far side. But
Yeah,
the
no, it's the
closest
deck.
point,
Yeah.
the closest point to any property line for any part of the structure is 12.2, 12.3.
And you shrunk the eaves quite a bit, right? You shrunk those a couple feet, right?
Yeah, I mean, on the front and back, we'll probably have normal sized eaves, but as we get to these non-conforming lines, we're gonna really tighten those up to the building.
Yeah, because I noticed you a couple feet further all the way around.
Can you tell me what's the setback to the deck in the front?
To the deck, to the water. So the existing deck is 46, the proposed is 48.7.
A couple feet more.
Yeah.
And that green thing is the leach field?
Yes.
Where's the existing leach
The
field?
existing leach field is in the same spot, it's right under it.
You'd dig that up,
Well, we would upon failure,
They'll just dig it out.
or you'll leave that one there?
until it fails, yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And you move the tank up to the back, right? It's just gonna come out.
Yeah, same thing. We would keep these until they fail, and then
Right.
we have a new plan for when that happens.
I would, just asking, my assumption is that your backup plan would, and septic design would also all be part of the shoreline application.
Right, the disturbance would be, the septic itself is obviously approved by a different department at DES. But that's required because the existing system's older than 20 years, so that's needed to apply for a building permit. You have to have something within 20 years. So even if the septic wasn't necessary as part of this project, the plan is just needed to be able to do that application.
Thank you.
Okay. Any- So, we're all done? No further questions?
Thank you.
Okay. So I didn't open up with reading the case. So this is a case, I'm gonna be closing this case, but this is, case 25007. Well, Romeo was in a rush there.
Sure.
I got going quickly.
I have that effect on me.
Yeah. Okay, this is case 25007 VA Lynch, 21 Lakeview. The application is from Jones and Beach Engineering Incorporated on behalf of Edward Lynch, requesting a variance from Article 2, Section 3, C3A of the Nottingham zoning to permit the rebuilding of an existing dwelling with a proposed setback of less than 20 feet. And we will name those, well, they're on this drawing, so, what, 13.2 and 12 point something?
Yeah, I'd love to point you to page 2 of my application. I have a
Okay.
table in there, 20 feet required.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
that
At the
was-
top
yeah.
of the right, 12.3 feet.
Yeah, that's where I saw the eaves and stuff.
Yep, and then I assume 1 foot for the eaves, so that brings it to 11.
That's where it is,
Okay,
thank
so the
you.
property is located at 21 Lakeview Drive in Nottingham and identified as tax map 71, lot 75. Okay, so this case called, we're open for discussion on the,
Just what I'm noticing is, well, I know that, I think I saw somewhere that the existing building is from 1960.
61, I think, yeah.
So it seems like an improvement overall for the property.
Yeah, because the building does look old. Yeah.
Well, put it this way, I think we're the ugliest place on
Oh, come on.
We're always hardest on ourselves.
We're not having any contest. Okay, any other comment, any,
So, so it just seems to be sensible, even though, we were slightly wider than the existing.
Yep. And there's no one here to speak, so we're not gonna be opening and closing at all. Do you wish to make a motion?
yep.
I move that we approve case 25-007 BA Lynch, 21 Lakeview Drive, as written.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the variance on case 25007. All those in favor, give me saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. All those
You
opposed,
can't,
yeah.
you're not seated.
And we didn't have to appoint any?
That's right. I'm just here to be.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, we're all set? You have to, it's a 30-day window, but seeing every abutter road in, I think you're pretty safe. But you're not gonna be getting going too quick. You gotta do your shoreline anyways. Yeah, right. That could be 30 days. They say they're getting quicker. Is that true?
Well,
They always tell us they're improving their rules.
then they changed the budget on July 1st.
Yeah. I see they're going up to 450 on the septics.
They're 450 on the septics. Everybody is all up in arms.
Been 300 forever.
AOT permits doubled, so
Yeah.
the larger projects, they might have a $50,000 permit fee, it's now $100K.
The state needs money, Rhonda.
What's that?
The state needs money.
Yeah, they do.
Well, DES is entirely fee-based, they don't really have an operating budget.
Right. Okay, we thank you.
Take care. Good luck.
Thank you all. Don't miss the concert.
Yeah, there's music out there.
Be right back.
Okay, we have I don't have really
Bye,
an
Romeo.
agenda anywhere. Did we ever
Yeah, we
get,
did, right here,
did we get one? Oh, in the
Yep.
book, okay.
right there.
I looked for it in my,
Packet? No, wasn't
Yep.
in the packet.
okay, so we
Notes.
have public comment, nothing to,
The bylaws.
the bylaws, yeah, we have the bylaws, did we change them?
We did, we made a couple
We made a
changes.
couple minute changes, right?
Yep, yep.
Okay, so we have to sign, these have to be signed
Yep.
and scanned and updated.
Did we vote on them?
We
We
voted
voted
on
them
the
before, yeah,
changes,
originally.
and she gave us copies. I was supposed to, I guess, make sure everything's all set with those.
Are we getting a new Alana?
Pardon me?
Are we getting a new Alana?
We're not sure.
Don't know.
There was that was the other thing I wanted to discuss was, Ellen had written me concerning, I think they're trying to get a new secretary, but there was talk that if we needed her to come to our meetings or not, so.
She's
Planning
been,
board seemed to indicate they thought they could
get by without
be
her.
by without her.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't, every now and then we have to ask her something, but it's not.
Who gets everything together if we don't have her? Who?
No,
Right,
no,
no,
no.
she would get everything together and give us everything, but she wouldn't be here physically for the
In
meeting.
the evenings.
Sometimes she's the only one who knows what's going on now. you know, she gets all the material and sends it out.
Well, that will
That she
still
would do,
happen.
right.
What they're questioning is as to whether or not we need to have the land use clerk here in person to attend our meetings.
I think we should reserve the right to have her here if we do need her at least. There have been some hearings that we've held that were contentious, that was very helpful to have her over the years.
Yes, and sometimes we do have a question for her, but at most, I mean, there's been several times this year, she's not been at the meetings anyway, and we've done okay. Just put through a question on the camera and like, we need this answered. It's not usually something we need right away.
Usually what's her function at a meeting?
She takes notes for one thing.
Oh, she doesn't do too, I mean, there used to be minutes, but now she doesn't do the minutes anymore. They're done from the TV. Now and then we have to ask her a question on a, you know, did somebody sign, or what did you tell them, or something, but it's not too often. I think a lot of that can be straightened out with giving the person good instructions of what to get and what to do, and make sure the signatures are right and stuff. But I think one of the things that they're thinking is that it's probably gonna be easier to get somebody that doesn't have to commit to I think the meetings are probably the worst part of the whole job. You know?
Right.
You know, and how long you're gonna be there, sometimes you're there at 11 or 12 o'clock at night, and, you know.
Not with us, but planning board.
No, the planning board is, but yeah, not us, no. With
Streamline.
yeah, that's right.
There's a lot less that we have to deal with compared to planning board.
Yeah, they have a lot.
And
Yep.
Alana has a little boy, I don't know how old he is now, but he's like 12 or something like that, isn't he?
Right.
Maybe 13.
Probably precipitated her decision.
Yes.
To be here in the evenings. And
Also with
she
the
had to be at
planning
both
board, you have
meetings.
Stratford.
That's a lot, it's more than we do.
So
Right.
that's huge.
On you.
And longer.
Right, that is some of their questions.
I know. 2 pages.
Turns out I'm evicting their daughter.
Hate you.
Okay, so what's the consensus somewhat on the secretary that will?
I don't think of her as the secretary, Terry. I think of her as the land use clerk.
Right.
Well, that's what the
Well, that's
title
what I
is.
was calling, okay, so.
Did you sign this?
I
Yeah.
did, yes. I think there
Gotta go
might be.
this way now.
Okay, thank you.
Is this lady's name really Mom? Mom Lynch? Nobody knows. See, if we had a land use clerk here, they'd know. Doesn't look like a name to me, Terry.
We're on our own.
Get this. But, I mean, that's one of the things that I often look at, especially when we have a new person, is if they're making them do all the proper things, like that all owners sign it, not just
Right,
one.
right.
It's not just the guy.
I noticed this, you know, when she wrote me, I think she said, you know, I got all the signatures and everything, which they appeared right.
Yeah, because they-
Right, there is sometimes, because sometimes people will say, well, you know, she told me this or that, you know, so that happens sometimes too.
And sometimes she would research things for us
Yeah,
in the middle of a meeting,
I
which
need more
is usually helpful.
signatures.
I think the greater need is for the land use clerk position up front in the office. Having her present at the meetings has been, in the past, a necessity because they took the minutes. And now it's more just something helpful in case we have some questions or, and like at the end of the meeting, we always say, are there cases coming up for next month? You know, and that type of thing.
You could always ask that prior to the meeting. You know, you don't have to do it
Except
at
that
the
she's
meeting.
not there on Tuesdays. So we'd be getting an answer like on Friday when she's in and she'd be like, yeah, not yet, but we've still got a couple of days.
Yeah, I know it, yeah,
So,
it's like,
I don't know.
hope you got another.
Oh, there's more than one
Yeah,
page?
there were-
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, there were 2 pages.
Oh,
Did you guys want-
I didn't realize that
Let me
either.
send them
I
down.
said it. Even.
You could
I
be
said
the-
sign both
You could be the
pages.
secretary, Terry.
That's right.
Us all signing in the right place.
Gee, can't follow instructions, can we?
No, no, apparently not.
You didn't have to be on the notice the paperclip though.
Make sure you sign in the same places.
That should give you a hint.
Whoa, there's more to come.
I happened to flip it over, and I thought, why did two pieces of paper? All right, here we go again. Okay, so I'll say, I guess the basic consensus is we'll try without one and see. There's more app, maybe Alana will come back. You never know.
She's all trained and she's good.
Yeah, she did, she was good, she got everything down, but I don't,
How will the minutes be created?
They're not done by her. They're done through the.
they're done through the TV by,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, somebody who lives in Raymond. I think it's Raymond.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I'm surprised to see her name still on the minutes, but, because she doesn't write them.
More of those letters.
that's the only trouble.
Well, maybe I didn't see the rest of it, sorry.
I mean, that's the one problem, when people give you stuff, you know, I gotta somehow bring it in, so she's not here to take it with her. I guess I'd throw in the box, I don't,
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too is people aren't supposed to be handing us things at our meeting.
yeah, you know, but,
In other words, that is too late because we haven't had a
Yes.
chance to actually look at it and
Yes.
consider it.
Yes.
but there wasn't anybody, nothing was going on, so it wasn't too contentious,
No, it wasn't, but it's still not supposed to happen.
yeah.
Supposed to have everything at least the week prior.
Yeah, he should have had all the copies in the file.
Yep.
Yeah,
The week prior.
okay.
All right. And we have minutes, Terry?
Yep, there's minutes.
June 6th, 17th?
Minutes from 6:17. Remember those?
I'll move
You
to-
didn't have to do much.
No, not a
were
lot.
recused.
I had an easy,
Yeah.
but I'll move to approve the minutes
Okay,
for June 17th.
Second.
okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from 6:17:25. All those in favor? Say
Aye.
aye. Any abstentions?
I wasn't.
Romeo's abstaining?
I was not.
Yeah, you weren't
present.
there, that's right. Okay, so that's it. Do we have anything else to discuss?
Staff updates? Anybody
Staff.
have anything? Move to adjourn?
Well, just, the stuff that's been coming down the pike with the state, and I know Alana mentioned it, so I thought maybe that'd be something to talk about.
Okay. I withdraw my motion.
Well, I know one of them Alana mentioned,
ADUs.
pardon me?
ADUs.
No, well, that one too, but
Okay.
the other one was, the 10-foot setback for septics versus 20.
That's not
Well, I think
new.
it's
That's
always
not
been
new.
10. It's always been 10 at the state.
Okay,
I don't know if the state is forcing us to all go back to 10. or
No,
not.
that's the way I took it.
Yeah, I
so,
don't know,
yeah.
because the state has always been 10. And I think they give the discretion to the town to make it further away. But I don't know, maybe they're taking that away, I'm not sure.
That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering if,
I
it's
don't know,
gonna
I'll have to-
change
I'll
the
have
way
to
we
look
look
at
at
that one.
things.
And have they changed the ADUs?
Yeah, to 900 and some odd feet.
And it can be detached.
Then it can be detached.
In any town?
Every town.
Is that something we have to vote on?
No, but
It's
It's a state
official.
law.
yeah.
Okay, so
That's a
that's all, that's
legislative
what I wondered.
level.
And what I understand, there's no lot, minimum
No.
either.
No,
Yeah, and somebody had proposed 2 ADUs on the same lot, I thought, wow.
I think
That's,
what they're doing that
that
is
was a little,
because of the lack of homes available.
because there's a housing shortage.
Yep.
It's huge.
Right. The
It-
maximum is 900 square feet for an ADU?
It used to be 7.
yeah, 9,
was
yeah, it was
750.
It used to be 750.
No, it's not.
Nine?
I think it's 9, I don't remember.
Yeah,
9 or
950,
more.
960, something, yeah, it's some kind of an odd figure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll turn my office into Serious.
Give up on that, yoga.
No, the yoga's upstairs anyway.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah, it's so cute. Remember how tall that little building is?
Well, that was the other part of that is the, I think it, I believe it, don't quote me, I thought I remembered something about, didn't have to be owner occupied.
Right.
One of them did.
Correct,
Right, now it doesn't have to be a road, it doesn't have to be anything.
correct.
Make it to a cat or whoever.
Make it to an Airbnb.
I don't think that is the same.
It's an ADU.
Yeah.
Wanna rent it? I'll rent it too. You can bring a dog.
Okay, any other discussion, anything else?
That's all
Nothing
I
else?
have.
Move to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, is motion, second to adjourn, all those in favor?
Aye.